On the day of my wedding to Prince Jing, his childhood sweetheart slipped a sterility drug into my nuptial wine.
I didn't mean to. I was just joking. I really didn't think the princess would actually drink it. Your Highness, Wanwan was wrong. I wish to apologize to the princess. I wish to enter the palace as a consort. The children Wanwan bears will all be raised by the princess.
Chu Yao, you are the official wife. You should be more understanding. Now you don't have to bear children. Wanwan will have them for you. What more could you want?
From then on, I became the Baron Princess Jing. The childhood sweetheart and Prince Jing were deeply in love in the palace. They had 2 sons and 2 daughters. From then on in the capital, everyone only knew of Consort Wan. No one knew who the official wife was.
Sister, you've been the official wife long enough. If it weren't for your father and brother's military power, the prince would never have let you be the official wife.
Chu Yao, I'm being crowned Crown Prince the day after tomorrow. The Crown Princess can only be Wanwan. If you're alive, what about Wanwan?
Wasn't I dead? On my wedding day, I've returned to this very day. Free Cheng'on, Shen Wanwan, heaven has given me my life back.
Please, Your Highness and Princess, drink the nuptial wine.
Shen Wanwan, you're in such a hurry, you didn't even wipe off the powder.
Chu Yao, come.
Your Highness, let's swap. I want to drink cross-cup wine with you. I hear swapping makes a marriage last.
Right, so you have me in you, and I have you in me. That's what truly lasts forever.
Having drunk this wine, Your Highness, remember this day.
The prince and princess truly love each other. A perfect match, a heavenly union.
Oh no, why so fast? They already drank the nuptial wine. Your Highness, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I was just playing a prank on the princess. There's a tradition of teasing the newlyweds. I was just joking. I put something in the princess's cup.
Who are you? What right do you have to drug my wine?
Even if you grew up with the prince, what day is today? Yeah, this is the wedding night. Why come stir things up? Yeah, it's their wedding night. Why bother coming here to stir things up?
Your Highness, she is Shen Wanwan, my wet nurse's daughter. We grew up together. She's a bit spoiled. You don't have to take it seriously. What are you doing here? I told you, on the wedding day, no messing around. How dare you pull a stunt like this?
Miss Shen, tell me, what exactly did you put in my wine?
Quick, call the imperial physician.
Your Highness, I really didn't mean it. On my way to the manor today, I passed by a pharmacy and saw someone selling sterilizing potion. I just thought it was funny. So I bought some. I thought during the wedding night, I'd scare the princess. So she'd be more obedient and listen to you. I really just wanted to play a joke. I had it all planned out. I was going to stop it before the nuptial wine, but just now outside, I accidentally tripped, and I was one step too late. I really didn't think that the princess would actually drink it. Sterilizing potion. Shen Wanwan.
Do you have any idea that this wine is the nuptial wine bestowed by the emperor? How dare you poison the emperor's wine? You've got some nerve. Guards, take this lawless wench and drag her away. Your Highness, I didn't mean it.
I really didn't mean it. And that sterilizing potion, who knows if it's real? What if it's fake? Is the princess going to Have me beaten to death in public over a bag of questionable potion? Chu Yao.
1-1 is still young. She's impulsive. She just wanted to play a joke on you. She didn't expect things to get this out of hand. Rest assured, since you are my lawfully wedded princess, even if you did drink that sterilizing potion, I will never abandon you. The position of Princess of Jing. It will always be yours. It's all 1-1's fault.
It's too late to say anything now. 1-1 here kowtows to the princess to apologize. The princess drank the sterilizing potion and can no longer bear children. 1-1 feels guilty and is willing to enter the manor as a concubine to serve His Highness. She is willing to enter the manor as a concubine to serve His Highness. Later, when 1-1 gives birth to a child, the child will be given to the princess to raise, to make up for the mistake I made.
It's the exact same story as in my past life. You're trying to use this trick to enter the manor and step over me again, aren't you? Too bad I've been reborn. I will never be as stupid as I was in my previous life. Shen 1-1, how dare you? To end my bloodline is no different from plotting against the imperial heir. Under the law, that is a capital crime warranting the execution of 9 generations. You actually dared to commit such a heinous act in broad daylight.
Enough. 1-1 has already apologized to you. There's no need for you to be so relentless. She also said she didn't mean it. She just wanted to make a joke. Do you have to, on this joyous day, cause such a huge ruckus? Huh? Are you really going to beat her to death over this ridiculous infertility potion? You're the official princess. You should at least have some grace. Look at yourself now, being so petty and unforgiving. Where is the dignity of a legitimate daughter of the Duke of Zhen? Are you really worthy of the position of Prince Jing's consort, being so willful?
Not worthy of grace. You always say that. Before, you always said I had no grace, said I was petty and unforgiving. I swallowed my pride, thinking that was being sensible, and what did it get me? Such a miserable end. Poisoning the princess to make infertile. Such a grave crime, and you want to let it slide? Prince Jing. Do you think that's fair to me? I am the legitimate daughter of the Duke of Zhen. Today, the daughter of a wet nurse, a nobody, has drugged me and ruined my life. Where does that leave the face of the Duke of Zhen's mansion?
The deed is done. What exactly do you want? Don't tell me you really want to beat her to death. I already told you. She didn't mean it. Why are you being so relentless?
Did you hear? The nuptial wine was drugged. This is wine bestowed by the Emperor.
Who would dare to do such a thing on Prince Jing's wedding night? Who else but Miss Shen, who's always been following the prince?
This new princess is really out of luck. Just enter the door, and this happens.
Move aside, the matron is here.
Princess Jing, Her Highness the Empress, heard about the commotion here and said this is a serious matter. Miss 1-1 made a mistake, and she will be punished later. But today is your wedding day with Prince Jing. If things get blown out of proportion, no one benefits. It concerns the royal family's reputation, Princess. You should understand Her Highness's meaning.
Royal family's reputation. Well, if it doesn't sting you, you never feel the pain. Your Highness, do you think so too? Putting a drug in the wedding wine, this sort of thing in your eyes is nothing but a trivial matter that can be swept under the rug for the sake of reputation.
All right. 1-1 has already admitted her mistake and apologized. She's young and doesn't know better. Why do you have to keep hammering her? Since mother has spoken, then have 1-1 go back and copy the rules for women 10 times. And ground her for a few days to tame her temper. Enough. No more causing trouble from now on.
Giving the main consort a fertility-killing drug, ruining her life. In the end, the punishment is just copying the rules for women 10 times. How wonderful. Fu Chenggan, I hope you remember every word you said today. Lucky for me in this life, it wasn't me who drank that cup of drug.
Princess, the drug's effects are unknown to be safe. We'd better call a physician to check on you. Right, it hasn't been long since you drank it. Maybe there's still a chance to reverse it. Please call a doctor now.
No, Your Highness, today is your wedding day. Sending for a court physician to treat her, wouldn't that bring bad luck if word gets out?
1-1 is so thoughtful and considerate. Chuyao, how about we call the physician tomorrow? No need to rush this moment.
Your Highness, Our Lady is your lawfully wedded princess. Now that she's been drugged in public and is at death's door, you say it's for fear of bad luck and you won't call the imperial physician until tomorrow? My lady, this prince's mansion is no help at all. Let's send someone back to our manor now to inform the Duke. Let the Duke and his wife come in person to seek justice for you.
Your Highness, I'll ask you one last time. Do you really not wish to hold Miss Shen accountable at all?
I've already made it very clear. 1-1 was just trying to play a joke. Even if she went a bit too far. She's already said she's willing to have children and raise them under your care. What more do you want? You keep holding on to this cup of wine. Do you have to turn this joyous wedding day into an utter mess? Yung Chuyao, if you really don't want to be Princess Jing, you can give up the position. In this capital, plenty of women want to be the principal wife. At least they would never be as petty and willful as you.
Petty. Your Highness, I did it all for you. Because the person who just drank my cup of wine is you, Your Highness.
What nonsense are you talking?
Your Highness, why get angry? Just look down. On the rim of the cup is still the gift Miss Shen gave you. When we drank the wedding wine, I said I wanted to exchange cups with you. I had couples must swap to last. You nodded and agreed. Have you forgotten so soon? The truth is, the cup I drank was yours, Your Highness. And the cup you drank was the one Shen 1-1 personally laced with a sterility drug.
Your Highness, you really drank this cup of wine. You really drank it. Yun Chuyao. It's you, you vicious woman. How can you be so cruel? This cup was meant for you. It was meant for you. Why did you switch it to His Highness? You did it on purpose. You clearly intended to harm His Highness.
What are you yelling about, Miss Shen? This cup of wine laced with the sterility drug, wasn't it you who went to great lengths to personally hand it to me to drink? That's right, this drink was meant for me. Your Highness, when you were persuading me just now, you spoke so magnanimously. You said 1-1 was just joking. That she was willing to come into the household and bear children for me. I should be filled with gratitude, right? And now, the sterility drug was your most beloved 1-1 personally administered it. And the wine you, Fu Chenggon, drank it down in one gulp yourself. I want to see, now that it's happening to you, Your Highness, when this matter has fallen on your own head, you, the lofty Prince Jing, will you still be as magnanimous as you were when you advised me, and show yourself some tolerance and generosity? Miss Shen, weren't you just saying that this was a wedding night prank? So why aren't you laughing now? Do you know, His Highness is the Prince Jing personally appointed by the Emperor. He drank the sterility drug, which means cutting off the royal bloodline, and destroying the foundation of the imperial dynasty. This isn't just messing around. This is harming the imperial heir. This is a crime punishable by the execution of 9 generations of your family. Not just you, but your parents, even the wet nurse in this mansion, will all pay for your so-called joke, be buried with you. I didn't mean to harm the imperial heir. Your Highness, please save me. I really didn't mean to harm you. That drug was meant for you. It was you, Yun Chuyao, you bitch, who switched the wine. The drug was supposed to be drunk by you.
If you had drunk it, then nothing would have happened.
Finally, you confess. Who do you think you are? How dare you admit openly that you plan to give me a sterility drug? You've got some nerve. Do you know that I am the legitimate daughter of the Duke of Zhengguo, and the Princess of Jing appointed by the Emperor? How dare you scheme against me like this? Shen Wenwen, regardless of who you originally intended to harm, now, this sterility drug has already been drunk by His Highness. The imperial heir has been cut off. The consequences, do you think your head is enough to atone for this?
Quick, the imperial physician. Go call the imperial physician immediately.
Your Highness, this isn't appropriate. Just now you said with your own mouth that calling a doctor in on the wedding day is bad luck, it would damage the royal family's fortune. Just now weren't you advising me that calling the doctor tomorrow wouldn't be too late, so why go back on your word now?
What are you all standing around for? Someone, go invite the imperial physician. Seal off the bridal chamber immediately. Take this wench into custody for me. Attempted murder of the imperial heir in broad daylight, that's a crime punishable by execution of 9 generations. Anyone who tolerates it will be punished as an accomplice.
What? Something happened in the bridal chamber?
I heard someone slipped the prince a sterility potion in the wedding wine just now. Let me go.
Mother, father, you're finally here. You must stand up for your daughter.
My child has been wronged, don't worry. Your parents are here. What exactly happened?
It's that Shen Wenwen. She was so audacious, she actually tried to put in the wedding wine a sterility potion for me. She wanted to ruin my entire life.
That bastard Shen family, a wet nurse's daughter, dares to harm the current princess.
What chills me even more is His Highness found the powder in that wine. Not only did he not demand accountability, he kept defending that Shen Wenwen. He said Miss Shen was just joking, blamed me for being too petty, said I was clinging to a glass of wine, and that I'm unworthy to be Prince Jing's principal consort.
Fu Cheng'an, how dare you humiliate me like this? Sister, do you take our Duke Zhen's mansion for a pushover?
Now the prince himself drank that potion. The imperial physician's expression was so grim. I wonder how His Highness is doing. Maybe. He's truly infertile now. Perfect. Father, mother, brother, you're all here. You're all safe and sound. In this life, I will never let anyone harm my family again.
A fine unworthy of the consort position. Fu Cheng'an. When you said that earlier, weren't you quite imposing? So what, now that you've been given a sterility potion, my sister's supposed to thank you with drums and gongs? And be virtuous and magnanimous? And worship that bitch? Prince Jing. You made it sound so easy just now. Anyone can be generous with someone else's property. My sister is the legitimate daughter of Duke Shen's mansion in the whole capital. Who doesn't respect and address her as Miss? So she's supposed to be sabotaged by a shameless wet nurse's daughter and suffer in silence, just swallow her pride? Who does this Shen think he is? A slave's offspring dares to ride roughshod over the Duke's mansion and throw his weight around? I'm telling you, Fu Cheng'an. Our mansion, the Duke of Zhengguo, will not take this insult lying down.
Brother Chang'an, Your Highness, Your Highness. I really didn't mean to harm you. It was Yun Chuyao. It was Yun Chuyao who harmed you. She deliberately switched the cups. She personally fed the poison to you. Your Highness, you must believe me, that bitch is the one who truly wants to end your lineage.
Your Highness, this old servant is incompetent. Where this sterility poison came from, its potency is extreme, a brutal drug unheard of. The poisoner must have been ready to die, to cut off your line. The dosage was lethal, a killing dose. Your Highness, it's unlikely you'll ever have children again.
The imperial physician means there's no hope for the rest of my life. Shen Wenwen, do you hear that? To make me sterile, you used such a heavy dose. Now, every drop of it has come back to haunt your dear Cheng'en. There's no turning back. What a gift you've given.
No heir. No. I can't be without an heir. If I have no son, how could the emperor ever entrust the kingdom to a prince who can't produce an heir? This cuts off my path to the throne. It's driving me to my death.
Now you're scared, Your Highness. When you told my sister to be magnanimous, did you ever think what this means for a prince?
I'll kill that slut. I'll kill the one who cut off my line and ruined my life, that bitch. Chuyao. Thank goodness, you're here with me. You are my lawful wife, the Princess of Jing. Your father and brother command hundreds of thousands of elite troops. As long as you stand by me, I haven't lost yet, right?
Let go of me. Don't touch me with hands that have touched others. Your Highness, are you joking? Do you think I, Yun Chuyao, the legitimate daughter of the Duke's mansion, would be willing to marry a man who all his life can't produce an heir? That useless prince. Just now in the bridal chamber, you yourself said it, Your Highness, if I don't want to be this Princess Jing, I can let someone who wants it take the position. So now I'll do as you wish. I solemnly tell you, this title of Princess Jing, I quit. Why should I? The trouble your childhood sweetheart caused you, the consequences of her actions, you want me, Yun Chuyao, to bear. Why should the mess you made require our Duke of Zhen's household to clean up after you? Fu Cheng'an, do you really think our Yun family is easy to push around?
That's right, a daughter of the Yun family is not for you to abuse. This marriage must be annulled today. I just heard someone was giving my sister a sterility drug. What did Your Highness say? Not only did you not pursue that woman's capital offense, on the contrary, you're putting on airs, blaming my sister for lacking the grace of a proper lady.
Yes, a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? Now this drug is actually inside your own stomach. Since you think this kind of thing can be solved just by being magnanimous, then now you should show us the bearing of a prince, and give us a display of your magnanimity. Cat got your tongue? When you were advising my sister just now, weren't you quite eloquent? You are the prestigious Prince Jing, don't cower like a turtle now, and disgrace the imperial family.
You, don't push me too far.
Humph.
My Anna, what exactly is going on? Anna, how did you get so injured? Your mother, the Empress, received word and was heartbroken.
Mother, your son is ruined.
Duke of Zhen. You, the Yun family, are you trying to rebel in this prince's mansion?
Reporting to Her Majesty the Empress, this old servant saw with her own eyes that Shen Wanwan took advantage of the wedding chaos and applied a strong sterility potion on the rim of the princess's nuptial wine cup. If the princess and His Highness hadn't swapped cups, all the potion would have gone into His Highness's stomach. That Shen girl's heart is utterly vicious.
What a daughter of a wet nurse. How dare you, on my son's wedding day, commit such a cruel act? Cut off my son's descendants. That's ruining my Anna's future. Guards, take that Shen Wanwan, drag her into the courtyard, and beat her to death with clubs. Don't leave even a fingernail.
As you command.
Your Highness, Your Majesty, this old servant begs you. Wanwan is still young. She was just confused for a moment. Please, for the sake of my years of service, spare Wanwan a way out. Your Highness, Your Majesty.
Chang'an, Your Highness. Wanwan grew up with you as childhood sweethearts. You know best what kind of person she is. How could I harm you?
Hemph.
It's all Yun Chuyao's fault. It's all that bitch's fault. She deliberately switched the wine. She personally pushed the cup of medicine to you.
How dare she? How dare she give me sterility medicine? She harmed you, Your Highness.
What are you waiting for? Drag her away already. She's just a lowly servant girl. How dare she have such filthy thoughts? On this day of great joy, plot against the prince. She's simply asking for death.
Hold on. Who dares to touch me? Your Majesty, you can't beat my maid. She is already carrying His Highness's child. That is royal blood. Your Majesty, spare my life. I really am pregnant. It's been 2 months. Please, Your Majesty, for the sake of His Highness's offspring, spare me.
1-1. What did you say? Say that again. You really are pregnant?
Your Highness, 1-1 is already 2 months pregnant. This is your own flesh and blood. Your only child. Could it be? Your Highness, would you really believe others' words and abandon us, mother and child?
No. How could I abandon you? That's all that matters.
Your Highness, you promised 1-1 yourself. You said you would only let me bear your child. You said I'm the only one in your heart. So, that's why I put the drug in the wedding wine. I won't allow any other woman to bear your child. Your Highness, 1-1 just loves you too much. Too afraid of losing you.
Humph. You harm the royal heir out of love? That's utterly absurd.
Mother, you can't kill her. You must not harm a single hair on her head. Mother, the imperial physician said, I am completely infertile. The child 1-1 carries is my only flesh and blood. It's my last hope.
Physician. Take her pulse. I want to hear the result myself.
Your Majesty, Miss Shen. Indeed, she is 2 months pregnant. Her pulse is smooth and flowing, like a rolling pearl.
Princess Jing, since things have come to this, now that 1-1 is pregnant, we have no choice but to let her enter the mansion. As long as you agree, I promise you, the child in her womb will be recorded under your name at birth, raised as your legitimate son. Thus, your position will be secure, and the mansion will have an heir. What do you think?
Your Majesty, please judge wisely. I am Prince Jing. I have not yet completed the wedding ceremony. The wedding wine was not drunk, so the ceremony is not complete. I and His Highness have not officially become husband and wife. Prince Jing and Miss Shen have always been in love. Their love is as deep as the sea. Now, because of this love, so many twists and turns have occurred. Now it has come to this, and she carries the hope of the royal family in her womb. Chu Yao truly does not wish, and dares not, stand between His Highness and Miss Shen. Moreover, the child in Miss Shen's womb is Prince Jing's only heir now. It is the royal family's treasure. Since it is the only hope, that child should be born noble, born as the rightful legitimate son. For the royal bloodline, Her Majesty the Empress should grant them let Miss Shen be the Princess Jing directly. That would be proper. Your subject, Yun Chuyao, today, I voluntarily wish to cancel the engagement with Prince Jing. From now on your subject and Prince Jing shall marry others and have nothing to do with each other.
Please, Your Majesty, grant your approval to cancel my daughter's engagement with Prince Jing.
The legitimate daughter of the Yun family will never set foot in this filthy Prince Jing's mansion. Please, Your Majesty, approve.
Chu Yao, why are you cancelling the engagement? Today is our wedding day. The whole capital is watching. Is it because the imperial physician just said I cannot have children? So you despise me? You must leave the mansion, is that it?
Your Highness, Just now when you thought that cup of sterility potion was drunk by me, what did you do? Back then, you took Miss Shen's side at every turn, blamed me for being intolerant, blamed me for being petty, treated me, the lawful wife, as nothing. Did your highness ever consider then that I am your princess? Now she carries your only child. I step aside, let her become your princess with full honor. Isn't this exactly what you two true lovers most desire?
No, I do not agree. Yun Chuyao. We have already bowed to heaven and earth. You are already my lawfully wedded Princess Jing. I will never let you leave.
Your Highness. Since elder sister wants to leave so badly, her heart is no longer in the mansion. Why do you beg so desperately? As long as Wanwan is here, Wanwan will always be by your Highness's side. Elder sister despises your Highness's condition. Even if you force her to stay, the mansion will never have peace. Has your Highness forgotten Wanwan carries your own flesh and blood? That is our true support.
Prince Jing, I betrothed my beloved daughter to you, fully believing you would protect her. But what happened? The wedding isn't even over, the ceremony incomplete, and you've already had a child with another woman. The legitimate heir hasn't been born yet. A concubine's son comes first, Fu Chenggen. This is trampling the honor of our Duke Zhengguo's mansion. The honor of the Yun family, loyal for generations, into the dirt.
Your Highness. Since you say you can't bear to let me go and insist I take the position of primary consort of Prince Jing, but I, Yun Chuao, have no reason to accept this humiliation, none whatsoever. Unless Shen Wanwan aborts the child in her womb right now. As long as that unborn thing is gone, I will allow her into the manor as a concubine. Otherwise, I cannot allow a son by a concubine to be born, and I certainly cannot bear to see this princely manor have only her children.
Oh no. No, Your Highness. Save the baby. Yun Chuyao. You vicious woman. How can you be so cruel? Your Highness. This is your only flesh and blood now. You just heard the imperial physician say that you can never have children again. Please, spare our child. This is your very lifeline. Wanwan begs you. You cannot kill your own flesh and blood just to please her.
If she loses the baby, then I'll agree to become Princess Jing. Your Highness, to keep me, to retain the support of Duke Zhen's mansion. Are you willing?
No, no, Chuyao, how can you say such a thing? This is my flesh and blood. It's my only descendant now. How dare you? How dare you be so vicious?
Why wouldn't I dare? Fu Cheng'en, you want your offspring, and I want the honor of the Yun family. Who in this capital doesn't know that I, Yun Chuyao, am the future Princess Jing? But now this wedding has become a farce. You're bringing her into the manor pregnant, and still expect me, the lawful wife, to raise her child. That's pure wishful thinking. And the one who caused all this is none other than you, with your daily indulgence. If you hadn't emboldened her, would she have dared to drug the nuptial wine, and before even entering the manor, climb into your bed?
Your Highness, don't listen to her. This woman is insane. She wants to end our lineage. She's trying to force us, mother and child, to our deaths. Your Majesty, please save your grandchild. Yun Chuyao wants to kill and silence us.
I have no choice.
Useless fool. You've disgraced the royal family. Since Miss Yun has made up her mind, this engagement, it's true that Prince Jing's household wronged her first. I, the Empress, hereby in front of everyone, formally cancel the betrothal between Yun Chuyao and Prince Jing.
Thank you, Your Majesty, for your approval.
Hey, have you heard? Prince Jing's wedding, before the wedding night was even over, the betrothal was torn up on the spot.
Not just that, I heard that Prince Jing was by his own, whom he had doted on since childhood, the wet nurse's daughter, administered a potent drug, and he is now completely sterile.
Sterile? Then the throne, wouldn't that have nothing to do with him? A prince of the realm, actually, for a shameless woman, ended up without heirs? It's a ridiculous joke. Useless. You hopeless piece of trash.
Your Majesty, please show mercy. I was blinded by that Shen woman.
Blinded? I think you've lost your mind over a woman. Not only did you allow a lowly wet nurse's daughter to drug the imperial wedding wine, you also, I who toiled for you, the marriage I arranged with the Duke of Zhengguo's mansion ruined it. Do you realize the Duke of Zhengguo commands hundreds of thousands of troops? Do you realize your current condition has become a disgrace to the royal family? A prince who is sterile and heirless. How am I supposed to hold my head up before all the officials? How am I supposed to entrust this empire to a fool like you?
It's over. All over. Power and heirs that were once within easy reach have now become illusions.
Anna, you are so foolish. Do you know your mother, in order to secure the Duke of Zhengguo's marriage for you, how much I pleaded before the emperor and how much effort I put in? I planned for years, and what's the result? You actually, because of a lowly wet nurse's daughter, ended up in such an uncontrollable situation. Not only did you ruin the marriage, you even ruined your own health.
Mother Empress, I know I was wrong. That Shen 11. She actually did this behind my back.
That lowly maid's matter. I have my own plans. I've already had your meddlesome nanny locked up in the royal secret farm. Use this to control Shen 11. Once the child in her belly is born, I'll have my own plans. You listen to me. No matter what method you use, even if you have to kneel at the entrance of the Duke's manor, you must find a way to win Yun Chuyao's forgiveness. She's the only legitimate daughter of the Duke of Zhengguo. If you can't marry her, then she definitely can't marry anyone else.
But mother, Yun Chuyao hates me to the bone now. The Yun father and son won't let it go easily.
You can't back out now. Have you thought about what if the other princes take advantage? If one of them marries Yun Chuyao, what will happen to you? You're already unable to have heirs. That child in Shen 11's belly, we don't even know if it's a boy or girl. If another prince gets ahead, I'm afraid it'll be even harder for you to win the heir's position. You need to understand, the military power of the Duke of Zhengguo's manor is something every prince in the capital wishes they could chew up and swallow down. With the Duke of Zhengguo's support, you'll have the strongest backing in the world. Without that shield, in this struggle for the throne, you're just a piece of meat waiting to be cut.
I understand. I'll never let go of the military power.
Your Highness. Your Highness, you're finally back. Did Wanwan cause you to be scolded by the Emperor and Empress? If you're upset, just yell at Wanwan. You can even hit me a few times. Wanwan truly deserves to die. I was just too jealous.
All right, stop crying. I'm already annoyed enough. If you keep crying like this, what about the baby in your belly?
I was afraid that if you married Miss Yun, you'd completely forget about me. So, I made that foolish mistake. I thought as long as she couldn't bear children, you would eventually come back to me. But I never expected that Yun Chuyao would be so ruthless. She clearly knew it was the nuptial wine, yet she dared to switch the cups without batting an eye. Don't you find it strange, Your Highness? If she didn't know the wine was drugged, why would she choose that moment to suggest switching cups? She must have known all along and deliberately set the trap to harm you. Otherwise, how could such a coincidence exist in the world?
Swapping wine glasses, huh? How could it be such a coincidence?
Wanwan loves you so much, Your Highness, even if it meant death, she would never harm a hair on your head. But that woman, she actually watched you, Your Highness, drink that potion. Her heart is more venomous than a snake or scorpion.
Imperial physician. Examine him again. I am in the prime of my life. How could one cup of wine ruin me completely? Are you mistaken?
Your Highness, I have examined it repeatedly. The medicine's effects are bizarre and potent. It has damaged the root. Unless a god descends, there is no way to reverse it.
If Yun Chuyao hadn't had her wedding wine swapped by you, how could I have ended up like this? You must have done it on purpose. You knew the wine was drugged all along. Mother was right. If the Duke's legitimate daughter can't marry me, then I must never let her marry anyone else. Yun Chuyao, no matter which noble house you marry into, as long as you don't stand on my side in the succession struggle, you are my enemy. What I cannot have, no one else shall have.
The marriage between Chuyao and Prince Jing has been called off, but the turmoil in this capital is probably just beginning. Now the succession is up in the air, the crown prince is undecided. I fear within a few days, those wolfish princes will come to propose marriage.
Humph, do they really want my sister? They clearly want our Yun family's hundreds of thousands of elite troops.
My poor Chuyao, barely out of the fire pit, must she become a tool for their succession struggle? Everyone in the capital knows, marrying Yaoer is like taking our entire duke's mansion forcefully and tying it to their ship of succession.
Father, though this marriage has been called off, you saw the sinister look on Fu Cheng'an's face, didn't you? Today he watched Shen Wanwan poison the wine, and half-heartedly smooth things over. Tomorrow who knows how he might stab us in the back. In my opinion, he's an ungrateful wolf. We risk our lives at the border to protect the royal family's realm. But all he cares about is his dirty scheming. If he actually succeeds, our Yun family's hundreds of thousands of brothers, where would we have a way out?
Fu Cheng'an is not someone to be close with, nor to be supported. Calling off the engagement today means we've burned bridges. From now on, in the court, he will surely do everything to destroy us.
Not just death, but an abyss of no return.
Kill. Father, I report. The Duke of Zhengguo and his son did not die for the country. They attempted treason and betrayal, and were silenced by the enemy. These are forged letters of correspondence. Please investigate, Father.
Yaoer, what's wrong? Did you get scared at the mansion just now?
Dad, I'm fine. I was just thinking someone not only wants our Yun family's military power, but also wants my father and brother to die in battle, and frame us for treason, ruining the Yun family's loyal name.
Father, the Duke of Zhengguo and his son committed treason with solid evidence. Such traitors must be executed to appease the people's anger.
Nonsense. This officer has fought alongside the Duke of Zhengguo and his son for years, knowing their absolute loyalty. Wei Lin does not believe the Yun family would rebel. If anyone dares to slander the loyal, they'll have to answer to my sword first.
Miss. The Yun family's injustice has been cleared. Cleared.
What did you say? Who could clear it?
It's General Wei Lin. He went alone, through great hardship, even ventured into the deadly northern border, and finally recovered the real military records. He preserved our Yun family's loyal reputation.
General Wei, such great kindness. Chuyao is in a cage, can only express gratitude with this bow. Thank you for protecting our Yun family's honor. Father, your daughter doesn't want to take orders from those hypocrites anymore. I already have a plan in mind. I want to marry General Wei Lin.
Wei Lin? The one called the Lone Wolf of the Northern Border?
Yaoer, why him? He's never bowed to anyone. Good. Yaoer, you really have good taste. That Wei Lin is nearly 25 now, never married. I promoted him back when I was at the northern border. Although we're not formally master and disciple, we have a half-teacher relationship. This kid has always only cared about military orders. Doesn't get involved in factional struggles. And he holds real military power on the border. Which prince wouldn't steer clear of him? If you really can marry him, that would be an excellent match.
Dad, now that you mention it, I remember. A year ago, at that hunt, before the emperor betrothed Yaoer and Fu Cheng'an, when he granted the marriage, Wei Lin actually pulled me aside and asked if Yaoer was already engaged. At the time, I thought he was just asking casually. But now that I think about it, that guy's look was suspicious. Could it be that back then he already had the intention of proposing to my sister?
If that's the case, then it's even more a match made in heaven. In these matters, you need to be fast, accurate, and fierce. Can't let those little wolves in the capital beat us to it.
Dad, slow down. I haven't even said anything yet.
This matter should be done sooner rather than later. Yawa, wait for my news. I'm going to head straight to the Wei residence now. To propose.
Oh. Old man, stop. I wanted to remind you, at least bring some decent gifts. This reckless man. Oh, what is all this? Since when does the bride's family get so frantic and rush to the groom's door to marry off their daughter? What will people say?
2 days. It's only been 2 days since the engagement was called off. What I feared most has finally come.
Humph, what those people are eyeing isn't Yaoer, but our family's hundreds of thousands of elite troops.
Reporting, sir. The second prince, King Qin, His Highness King Qin,
Has brought a large entourage and gift boxes. He's already at the mansion gate.
He says he's here to propose to the eldest miss.
What? What a King Qin. He's faster than a wolf.
He who comes is not friendly. Since he's already here, Dad, we can't just not invite him in.
Your Highness, these 66 betrothal gifts are all top-notch items from the palace. Especially that box of gold-thread soft armor and the South Sea pearls. I purposely left the box slightly open. Look at this whole courtyard. The servants are all stunned.
HMPH, superficial. The gifts must be heavy, and the show even bigger. Do you think I only sent this for Miss Yun to see? I want the entire capital to know that the supporter of the Duke of Zhen's mansion from now on can only be me.
Yes, your Highness is wise. The military power of the Duke's mansion will be yours soon enough.
Fu Cheng'an, that fool, can't hold on to what's his. I can take it without any effort. Duke, long time no see. I heard your daughter is free again. I'm very interested, so I brought generous gifts to propose.
Humph. Prince Qin, you sure got the news fast.
A fair lady is a gentleman's pursuit. I've always admired Miss Yun's grace. Before, I was bound by imperial orders. Now that the chance has come, I naturally shouldn't delay.
Fu Chengyu. How dare you take advantage of the situation? Yun Chuyao is mine. No one can take her away. Even if I'm crippled, I won't let anyone else have her. Brother Qin, you came with so many gift boxes storming into the Duke's mansion. What exactly are you trying to do? Chuyao is my fiancé. With behavior like this, do you have any respect for seniority and rank?
Cheng'an, are you still asleep or what? Your engagement with the Yun family was called off long ago. The emperor himself approved it. Now the whole capital knows you were jilted. As the saying goes, a good daughter is sought by many. Miss Yun is both beautiful and intelligent. She's the epitome of noble ladies. Why shouldn't I come? As for you, Cheng'an, I heard that precious darling of yours, Shenwan, on your wedding night, gave you a big surprise. You treasure someone like her, even willing to wrong your principal wife for her. Since you like it so much, that unique cup of tea, then stick with your Shenwanwan for the rest of your life. Why bother to ruin the Duke's eldest daughter?
Shut up, Shen Wanwan is none of your business.
I'll say it anyway. You don't know how lucky you are. On your wedding night, you pulled a stunt so shameful it could end your family line. Are you saying no one else can appreciate a pearl?
Fu Chengyu, drop that sanctimonious act. Your intentions are as clear as day. Do you think everyone's a fool? You come asking for the eldest daughter of the Yun family now? Is it for her, or for the hundreds of thousands of troops behind her? Everyone knows the truth.
Say what you will. At least I can offer Miss Yun the dignity of a legal wife. Not make her walk through the door. And drink that filthy stuff.
Chu Yao is my fiancée. Our wedding day just had a small misunderstanding. I'll find a chance to explain it to her. Once it's cleared up, I will welcome her back into my house. She'll be my Princess Jing for life. You'd better give up on that idea. Stop dreaming.
In that case, let's just see if Miss Yun chooses me, the worthy man, or you, the useless one who can't have heirs.
Fu Chengyu, I'll kill you. You dare address me by my name, I'll kill you.
What's all the excitement about? This commotion is even more grand than the two princes earlier. Miss Yun's engagement ended just 2 days ago, and her doorstep is already worn out from suitors. Quite the display. Wow, so many betrothal gifts. Hey, look. The glow from that chest, is that a deep-sea pearl?
The eldest daughter of the Yun family really has 100 suitors. She just kicked out the impotent Prince Jing, and now an even bigger fish shows up. Some people have all the luck.
Who in the capital would dare oppose me now?
This newcomer must be someone important.
The gates of the Duke's manor are really bustling today. Looking at this, the visitor probably doesn't take the two princes seriously at all.
Oh my, the Duke's manor is truly blessed with joy today.
Quick, look. That's Cavalry General Wei Lin.
Ah, it really is him. General Wei's commanding presence is beyond compare to those noble sons who just drink in the capital all day. Look at that posture, straighter than our manor's flagpole. General Wei has never bowed to the powerful. A tough guy, known as the Lone Wolf of the North. Decisive and ruthless. Why is he meddling in this marriage?
Lady Duke Shangguo.
Congratulations, Duke Xingguo. Congratulations, Lady Duke. Today is truly an auspicious and blessed day. Cavalry General Wei Lin has prepared generous gifts, sincerely seeking to marry your esteemed daughter Yun Chu Yao, and has come to propose.
How dare he come at such a time?
Wei Lin, that madman. Why would he show up now?
Oh, General Wei, you finally arrived. Please, come in, come in.
General Wei, please come inside. You must be tired from the journey.
Young General Wei, you've had a long journey. You're too kind, Duke Shengguo. Oh, the two princes. News sure travels fast. My family and General Wei's have just settled on the marriage. I plan to announce it later. Little did I expect that the two princes would be so well informed. Did you come specially to drink at our Yun family's wedding feast?
Just settled on the marriage?
Indeed. News travels fast. It seems the princes really knew that our Yun family has a great joy today.
Our two families have just settled on the marriage, and the princes already know. Thank you for your concern.
General. You've been stationed at the border for years. I didn't know. When you ever had dealings with Chu Yao? How dare you come to propose today?
Prince Jing. Regarding marriage, it has always been a matter of parental arrangement and matchmaker's word. I am an orphan, all alone. But Duke Zhen has been my mentor, seeking to marry his daughter. Is reasonable both publicly and privately. Lady Yuan is an excellent woman. Not only beautiful and intelligent, but also has the bearing of a general's daughter. I have heard that your engagement with her has been called off. My heart was restless and anxious, fearing someone would steal this marriage. So I specially begged my mentor to marry off his daughter to me. With Lady Yun's consent, I, Wei Lin, come today to propose marriage, I presume your highness has no right to stop me, right?
Chu Yao agreed. Impossible. She, the legitimate daughter of the Duke's mansion, how could she possibly like a bloodthirsty brute like you? You are nothing but a warrior who only knows how to wield a blade, covered in blood, crude and vulgar. How could you be worthy of noble Chu Yao? Why don't you look in the mirror and see your own station?
Prince Jing, please guard your words. Chu Yao actually thinks General Wei Lin of the cavalry is excellent. General Wei is brave and skilled in battle, single-handedly repelling foreign enemies, defending our country and home. In Chu Yao's heart, he is the true, upright, and great hero of this Daxing dynasty. So what if he's a warrior? If not for warriors like General Wei, bleeding and dying at the border, where would our peaceful times come from? And where would princes in the capital enjoy such wealth and comfort, and even have the leisure on their wedding night to play around?
Fine, so that's it. Yun Chu Yao, I finally see through you. Why did you insist on cancelling the engagement back then? Even the crown prince's promise couldn't sway you? Did you, long ago, with this Wei guy, exchange tokens in secret and pledge yourselves to each other? No wonder you even gave up the status of being Prince Jing's wife without a second thought, so it turns out you've been carrying on with some other man. This is the so-called upbringing that your Duke Zhen's mansion prides itself on, absolutely shameless.
Prince Jing, watch your words. A woman's reputation is heavier than Mount Tai, and how precious it is. Not everyone in this world is like that Shen Wanwan. Born with a base disposition, spending her days seducing men, she even went so far as to lose her virtue before marriage, and conceive a child in secret.
Chang'an, General Wei. These words may be crude, but the reason is solid. You yourself gave up a precious pearl, to treasure a worthless piece of wood. Now the entire capital knows that your Miss Shen, before even entering your home, is already with child. Your own judgment is rotten to the core. You keep a wanton wet nurse's daughter and live with her, that's fine. But Miss Yun is a true lady of noble birth. Your shameless slander, if you spread it, will make you the laughingstock of the whole world.
You.
Prince Jing, you are free to like whatever you like, but Yun Chu Yao is the woman I, Wei Lin, have named as my lawfully betrothed wife. I will not allow anyone to slander her even slightly, or else I will not be polite. Even if you are a prince. There is no justification for casually defaming a maiden's honor. If you dare utter another dirty word, I will go to His Majesty and demand justice. We'll see then whether His Majesty will protect you, his son without an heir, or listen to me, the general guarding the pass.
Is that so? Then we'll just see. Let's see if the Emperor listens to you, an outsider military man. Or to me, his own son. Wei Lin. Don't think that just because you hold military power you can run rampant in Daxing. In this capital, the royal family calls the shots in the end.
Imperial edict arrives.
Did you hear that? The edict has arrived. It must be the Empress who went to the palace and begged the Emperor to issue another decree to betroth me and Chu Yao. Yun Chu Yao, I, the prince, have said long ago that in this life, you are destined to be only my princess. You will marry no one but me. I will never give you the chance to marry someone else. I, Fu Cheng'an, Prince of Jing, receive the imperial decree.
By the grace of heaven, the Emperor decrees, Yun Chu Yao, legitimate daughter of the Duke of Zhengguo, graceful and intelligent, well-educated and virtuous, has pleased me greatly. She is hereby bestowed as wife to General Wei Lin. They are ordered to select an auspicious date for the wedding. On the wedding day, Yun shall be conferred the title of second-class honored lady. Thus it is decreed.
I, Yun Chu Yao, thank your majesty for your great grace. Long live the Emperor. May you live 10,000 years.
Impossible. This is absolutely impossible. Father, how could father betroth Chu Yao to Wei Lin? He clearly knew I wanted to make her my princess. You must have misread the decree. The imperial decree. There must be a mistake. You bunch of eunuchs, are you fabricating the imperial decree? Chu Yao is mine. She can only be the princess of Jing. What is Wei Lin compared to me? How dare he try to take my woman?
Chang'an, Father's decree couldn't be clearer, don't you understand yet? Father thinks you've brought enough shame. Now you're not only a laughingstock for being dumped, but also a waste who can't produce an heir. How could Father let the juicy prize of the Duke of Zhenggua's household
Be stuffed into a dead end with no descendants?
Good.
Ah, General Wei has outstanding military achievements, and Miss Yun is a tiger's daughter from a general's family. This is truly a match made in heaven. Father's eyes are indeed sharp. General Wei, congratulations. I, your prince, will surely prepare a generous gift and come in person to ask for a cup of wedding wine. Don't shut me out, all right? Chang'an, don't be too sad. You and Miss Yun ultimately had no fate together. Since Father has decreed the marriage, you should be more magnanimous. I, your prince, heard that your newlywed princess of Jing, that daughter of a wet nurse, not only entered the mansion, but is already pregnant. Just look at you, being both a prince and a father, what great fortune you have. I am truly happy for you. However, your line, now, only has this one seedling left. I wonder if that darling of yours, the princess of Jing's pregnancy, whether it's a boy or a girl. If it's a daughter, Cheng'an, your Prince Jing's mansion in the future will truly have to rely on magnanimity to keep up appearances.
There's movement at the Jing prince's residence. Shen Wanwan and her mother have been frequenting the slums on the outskirts of the capital, in great secrecy.
What are they looking for?
They claim publicly it's for the child in consort Shen's womb, to find a wet nurse from a respectable family. But what they're really after are all the pregnant women who are due soon, and from extremely poor families. They've even secretly offered large sums demanding that once they go into labor, they must be secretly brought to the mansion to give birth. For the unborn child.
Looking for so many candidates for a wet nurse. And insisting on keeping them in the mansion, I've learned.
They specifically seek out families with many children, even those willing to sell their babies. Shen Wanwan's mother personally examined the pregnant women's bellies, as if identifying something.
Identifying whether it's a boy or a girl, right. Consort Shen's clever plan is really clicking loudly.
Fu Cheng'an has fallen out of favor with the emperor. If Shen Wanwan gives birth to a girl, his chances will be completely out of the picture, so they're so impatient to find someone.
Finding a wet nurse to come into the mansion? That excuse barely holds water. But secretly scouting so many pregnant women is indeed suspicious.
If it's just a wet nurse, why seek out poor families who sell their children? Those families are easiest to control. And also easiest to silence.
Father, brother, General Wei. If Shen Wanwan's child turns out to be a daughter, Prince Jing's future is done for. Given Fu Cheng'an's nature of stopping at nothing for power, he will never just sit and wait. So I suspect finding a wet nurse is not that simple. I'm afraid they're desperate enough to try anything. To pull a switch, a steal the dragon for a phoenix, a scheme of swapping a cat for the prince. If the one in Shen Wanwan's belly is a boy, fine, but if it's a girl, then those brought into the mansion, those poor women ready to give birth, as long as one gives birth to a son, the royal bloodline will be impossible to keep straight.
Fu Cheng'an has a good plan indeed. I'll immediately send my personal guards to keep a tight watch on Jing Prince's mansion. Not even a fly will sneak in or out. If he really dares to pull off this kind of treasonous act of mixing up the royal bloodline, then this drama is about to get interesting.
Fu Cheng'an is the empress's legitimate son, the rightful heir to the throne. But now he's incapable of having an heir. If it's a girl, then his claim to the throne will be completely hopeless.
Humph. The throne is no place for imposters. We can't let him get away with this deception against heaven.
A storm is coming. The capital is already shrouded in intrigue, a changing of the winds.
Make her drink it. The labor-inducing drug is strong. You must give birth today.
Quick, tell me, is it a son or daughter? Is it a son?
Wan is a daughter.
Useless thing. You actually gave birth to a daughter. Genren, you've ruined me. Back when you poisoned me to make me sterile, you were so smug, weren't you? Now, when it comes to the final step, all you produce is a worthless girl. You've cut off my lineage. You've destroyed my dream of being crown prince. I'll kill you. I'll kill your whole family to atone for this.
Your Highness, please spare me. Please don't kill Wanwan. Wanwan has a way. Wanwan really has a way to secure your position as crown prince. Your Highness, have you forgotten? I arranged for several pregnant women, who were due soon to be kept in the mansion as wet nurses. Yesterday they were all given labor-inducing drugs. By now, they must have given birth. Right now, the delivery room is sealed tight by our people. No one except our own knows whether I gave birth to a son or daughter. As long as we go over there and find a newborn baby boy, we can, right now, quietly swap them without anyone knowing. Then, the child born in the Jing Prince's residence will be regarded as Your Highness's legitimate eldest son. Your Highness, as long as we keep our mouths shut, heaven and earth know. No outsider will ever find out.
And what about the wet nurse who gave birth to the boy?
What if she spills the beans? Easy. Once we swap the babies, a bowl of poison will do the trick. We'll say she died of postpartum hemorrhage. Dead people keep the best secrets.
Swapping a dragon for a phoenix. That's actually a good plan. What are you standing there for? Get to it immediately. Go to the side courtyard and check which wet nurse gave birth to a son. Bring him to me at once.
The prince swapped the baby. He's a big, healthy boy.
Take this baby back to the mother. Go give the wet nurse a bowl of poison. Tell everyone she died in childbirth.
Yes.
Tomorrow, give her a cheap coffin. Just bury her. Seal their lips, old servant.
I'll do it right away.
The Prince of Jing's mansion has a son.
Good, 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 I knew it. My Anne is truly blessed. The Jing prince finally has a son. My son finally has an heir. Now that we have a royal grandson, as his mother, the Empress, I naturally can't be unfair. Now, I will carefully choose a family of high status for his principal consort. In doing so, this child will be registered under the princess's name and raised as the legitimate heir. My son's position as crown prince will be justified. No one can shake it.
Congratulations, Your Majesty. The Jing Prince's mansion has a new royal grandson. Your Highness, your succession is assured.
Your Highness, you finally returned. Now the royal grandson is 1 month old. Shouldn't the palace now issue the decree to make me principal consort? Since your Highness can no longer father children, this child in my belly is your only bloodline. The position of Jing Prince's principal consort, who else is qualified but me?
Her Majesty the Empress has sent word. In a few days, she will choose a bride from noble daughters of the capital. Your status remains that of a royal concubine. From now on, take good care of the child.
Why, Fu Cheng'an? Are you crazy? I risked my head to give you this son, to secure your position as heir. Now I've borne your only child. Why are you marrying someone else?
Why, Shen Wanwan? You have the nerve to ask why? If it weren't for you, you idiot, dosing me with drugs, how would I have ended up childless? You've made me the laughingstock of the entire capital. And now you dare to covet the position of Princess Jing? You're not worthy. I am the future crown prince. My princess must have a noble birth, and a powerful maternal family to support her at court. What do you have of these? You have nothing but the lowly status of a wet nurse's daughter. What else do you have? If others find out that the one in my bed is the offspring of a servant, where would I hide my face?
Fu Chang'an, how dare you speak to me like that? You clearly told me yourself that you don't care about these empty titles. You said you loved only me. You said once the child was born, you would make me princess. You lied to me. You've been using me all along.
Let go of Wanwan. You need to remember clearly. Times have changed. What I need now is the position of heir. Not romantic sentiments. Be more obedient. When the new princess enters the mansion, if you continue to act willfully and recklessly as before, even I won't be able to protect you. As long as you behave yourself, you are still the biological mother of the child in name. This mansion will naturally not lack your food, clothing, and expenses. But if you continue to covet the position that is not yours, then don't blame me for being ruthless.
By the grace of heaven, the Emperor decrees, Xie Baozu, daughter of the Minister of Revenue, graceful and virtuous, with outstanding talents and virtues, is hereby granted to Prince Jing Fu Cheng'an as his principal consort. They shall marry on an auspicious day next month. Double happiness has arrived. Respect this.
Congratulations,
Prince Jing.
Double happiness. Your succession is secure.
Your servant thanks your majesty for your great kindness.
Xie Baozu, the princess of Jing.
Your Highness, concubine Shen has just given birth to a little royal grandson for the prince. That's a great achievement. I see she looks unwell, she must still be weak.
Monsieur is thoughtful.
As it happens, my family has a dowry estate with hot springs that are very restorative. Perhaps concubine Shen could go there early to recuperate for a while, and come back once she's fully recovered. That way, she can better serve the prince and bear more children, right?
Your Highness, I won't go. Won't go where? To the estate to recover. Your Highness, Wan can't leave you. And I can't leave the child either. The baby is only 100 days old. Please have mercy, Your Highness. Wan won't go to the estate. Your Highness.
The princess consort is being considerate of you. Since it's the consort's wish, you should go stay at the estate for a while. After some time, when you've recovered your health, you can come back. As for the child, rest assured, the consort will take care of him. She will love him as her own son. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Shen Shiji, you can go in peace. Once I enter the prince's mansion, this child will be registered under my name. He will be mine, Xie Baozhu's only biological son. I will be like his real mother and love him dearly for life.
Is this the explanation you give me? Fu Chang'an. You know she's trying to drive me to death. Your Highness, wake up. The princess isn't sending me to recuperate. She wants to take the child and kill the mother. She wants my life. Look at our childhood friendship. Don't even the hardship of bearing your son count for nothing? Have you forgotten how our son came to be?
Do you know what you're saying? Shen Wanwan. Are you crazy?
I am crazy, driven crazy by you. Your Highness, that is your only heir. If I'm gone, aren't you afraid the secret will be exposed?
How dare you, Shen Wanwan, you've truly lost your mind. Today is the crown grandson's 100-day banquet. How dare you make a scene here? Someone shut her mouth for me, now. Drag this madwoman away, quickly.
Fu Chang'an, how can you be so cruel? Aren't you afraid I'll reveal that?
Hold it. Release her.
Prince Qing. This is a family matter of the Jing Prince's mansion. You, interfering in front of the Emperor. What do you mean by that?
A family matter? I'm not so sure. Your Majesty, look at concubine Shen. She clearly has a grave injustice to report. If we don't let her speak, won't it break people's hearts?
Your Majesty, I beg you for justice. This child is not mine at all. That night, I gave birth to a baby girl. Just because there was no male heir, Prince Jing, afraid of ruining his dream of being crown prince, right before my eyes, personally ended his own daughter's life. This baby boy was born to a wet nurse in the manor that day. Bastard.
What, Prince Jing? Just because it was a girl, afraid it would ruin his future, he actually pulled off a baby swap scheme.
Titch, this can't be.
No wonder. I always wondered why from Prince Jing's manor, it was said that the day after the child was born, the manor reported a wet nurse died in childbirth. At that time, I only saw a flimsy coffin carried out the back gate, so it was murder to silence her.
You wretch! How dare you slander me with your barefaced lies? You wretch! How dare you harm me? This child is my own flesh and blood. You have lost your mind. Out of jealousy and hatred, you are spouting nonsense here. Your Majesty? Don't listen to this madwoman's one-sided story. She resents that I am about to marry a legitimate princess, so she deliberately set this trap to ruin me.
Prince Jing, in the Great Hall, why such a fury? If you have a guilty conscience, the force under your feet can't hide the ugliness. Is this child really your own? Concubine Shen's word is not final, nor is yours. There is only one way. A blood test to prove kinship. Whether it's flesh and blood or not, one test will reveal all. Do you dare?
This is absurd. I am a prince. This child is the emperor's eldest grandson, of noble blood. How dare you use such methods to humiliate me so wantonly? Why should I take the test? No.
Cheng'an, this concerns the purity of the imperial bloodline. This is no joke. Since Lady Shen has accused you and there are doubts among the ministers. To prove your innocence, what harm is there in a test? Bring clear water. Summon the imperial physician. In my presence, administer the blood test to Prince Jing and the child.
Father, mercy, I was foolish. It was all Shen Wanwan's idea. It was her. After giving birth to a daughter, she feared losing favor. So, she hid it from me. And came up with this scheme to swap the baby. She forced me to do this. Father, I was also blinded by this woman. I truly never meant to deceive you.
Enough. And still you spout lies? Prince Jing, without an heir, already lacked virtue. And now you have become obsessed to the point of madness. To even try to confuse the imperial bloodline. Such deceit and harm to your own daughter. Your intentions are worthy of death. From this day on, Prince Jing is stripped of all titles. He is to be confined to his mansion. Without an imperial decree, he may not leave. As for Lady Shen, she attempted to harm the imperial heir. Her crime is punishable by death. Guards, take her away. Execute her immediately.
Today, Prince Jing's timing was too perfect.
It was no coincidence. I sent someone to spread the scandal of Prince Jing's baby swap without leaving a trace to the ears of several princes. To let them know what kind of man Prince Jing really is. Those people probably want more than anyone to get dirt on Prince Jing. Prince Jing is just a knife we loaned out. At the critical moment, he jumps out and delivers a fatal blow to Fu Chang'an.
Fu Cheng'an, in this life, you'll be inside those high walls, rotting away with your ambition.
My child finally marries a good man today. My heart is both joyful and reluctant.
Mother, don't worry. This time, I'm truly getting married, and truly coming home. The blood and tears of the past life, those nightmares, finally pass completely at this moment.
Yawa, if you ever face hardship in the general's mansion, just send word back. Father and brothers, hundreds of thousands of troops will always be your strongest backbone.
That's right. Whoever dares to touch a hair on my sister, the Yun family's iron cavalry will make him regret it deeply.
Father, brother, I'm not afraid. From now on, I have you, and mother, I will never fear any storm again.
Chu Yao. Don't be afraid. I'm here. From now on, no one can hurt you even a little. I will protect you for a lifetime.
Wei Lin, I'm not afraid. As long as it's you, I'm not afraid of anything.
Raise the sedan.
This is just the beginning. My future will be full of splendor and lasting peace.